Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the middle of the week. Welcome back to Wednesday. And what do we do on Wednesday? We wheel. Why is that? Because it's Wheelin Wednesday. It's Wheelin Wednesday. Yes, it is. Is Wheelin Wednesday starting too late in the day? Yes. Does the thermometer not accurately indicate the heat? Yes. But as you saw by the spinning of the wheels, and maybe you didn't, go back and take another look at that. I got the Cricut going because I had bodies to paint recently. And was cutting a bunch of vinyl, and I was like, you know what? Let's cut the stuff to fill the wedges, the unfilled wedges on the wheel. So the obstacles wheel is full, asterisk, but not really full. Because there are some where like it says slot 1, slot 2, slot 3. No, I want to change that to where slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. just says slot machine. You can pick your slot and go from there. Because one slot also, so this is the 9 because of the Bad Company UK song. It was usually a 6 gate, but we had a start and a finish, which actually technically made it 8 gates. So we thought, let's put one more gate. You can see it over there. There's one that's yellow and orange. And now that I see the yellow and orange one, I kind of wish I hadn't painted all of the bodies orange. But these are revision 1. These are version 1 Canyon course markers. Version 2 will be completely different. And I'm thinking I'm going to put version 2 in place here at Anomaly. And the version 1 markers will go and probably set up a course over there at Leviathan, a first, second permanent course. So this is the 9 at Anomaly. And I have a pen in my pocket, a good old Sharpie Pro. And I was ready to go mark these. You might notice those familiar with running the gates here at Anomaly, there's no gate there where Rusty is sitting right now. And that is because if we were going to make that into a gate, it can't sit right there. I feel the same way for the closing gate, but I also don't have the energy to move it because those who have been here will remember I had super glued all of these 3D printed tops onto their bases. Every single one of them had fallen off from heat and exposure, whatever. So they are carpet taped back on. I want to epoxy them eventually, but this is how they are sitting for now. And hopefully they will hold. I have all of them just pointing in. That is the beauty of the assembly of the gates in this fashion. We can rotate them, like see how they're pointing towards each other? We could rotate them so that they're both pointing this way, which would mean you'd have to pass through the gate from top to bottom. But Rusty is, I'm not saying handicap, is carrying a handicap into this, but he is on 393s and he's a super capable boy, but we're gonna allow him to go through whatever gate in whatever direction he chooses. And we're not even going to, like ordinarily where we are right now would be gate 2. But today it will be gate 1 and maybe it will be gate 1 forever. We haven't hit it yet. We're going to crowdsource this is what we're going to do. I don't know if there's a way for him through this. Okay, we've popped it now. It's turned all the way around. So, the gate that Rusty went towards first, we will call that gate 1 on the day. What gate that is in the running of the 6 gate, get your pens and papers out, everybody. Where should that gate fall? And don't make a decision now. We've got 9 gates to go through. So the gate that was not here before and is here now is this gate right here, which is fairly easy to make a run at if you've befouled the gate that was gate 1 on his day. I think we still brushed it on the way down. So that is the second gate that he passed through. So you're gonna have to try to get a mental snapshot here of like, where is that gonna go? And the marker that was originally gate 1, which was basically just out on flats, has now been located up here. Rusty is attempting an assault from the right. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's appropriately messed up. Okay. He didn't touch it. Let's try hitting it from the other side. This is a class 2 gate. If he had a little bit bigger tire, I think he makes this from the other side. But as he can approach from either side, there we go. You know, that on a version 2 gate, if he doesn't knock the top off, that counts. So then here is the gate which used to be the final gate, right here. Now, it's too easy. We can relocate it to any number of places, but honestly, I think, and pay attention to the arrows, I think the small changes can affect the difficulty, because if we have the arrows oriented thusly, you have to go through it this way, and getting a clean approach. Let's see if we can even get a fast attack here. Maybe it will be too easy. Let's see. No, it's too easy. But again, we're crowdsourcing today. Do we move that gate? So this is the south side of Anomaly. There are 4 gates on the south, 4 gates on the north, and 1 gate on the east. So I think East Gate is pretty good. And this is East Gate right here. Like, this could be Gate 1. If we think that's the way to go. Approaching it, I have only previously approached it from the other side. This side seems a little easier, but if you don't have big belly clearance, you're gonna get that. So keep that notebook, scribble it. Do we move lower marker over? Make it a little easier. This is a very difficult gate to pass through. Let's try it other side. I got out here, spent 40 minutes cleaning Anomaly and fixing all the gates, and was like, I can't do a scored run here. Oh, look at, oh, come on. Okay, see, that right there made me feel like maybe it's just difficult enough, because we were almost there. We almost made it. We didn't quite make it. We're now going to move to the north side for the final 4 gates that compose the 9. And this is the first of those. The sun is bad, but the gnats are infinitely worse. No, don't slide. Again, I don't think I've ever attempted this gate from this side. I think that's front body mount that's in. I am dancing. I am dancing behind the camera. The gnat, this is not a problem. This is a plague. Oh, this is a tough gate. This is well, on 393s, this is a tough gate to even get to. Okay, usually we're lower and it doesn't end well, so let's see. This is, no, that does remind me. It peaks the memory. The goal of moving the markers over and building a course at Leviathan is because I think this course is a little too, I don't even want to say class 2, I want to say class 3. Like, you need clearance, you need some stuff. Dig helps, 4-wheel steer helps. I think he's going to make this one. I'm having to one-handed drive most of this so that I can bat insects away from my face with the other hand. Would you say he's through? I'd say, oh, he cleaned that. There's no question. We're through that one. Now, what number that gate is, I don't know. That's not up to me. We now have what would be gate 7, and one of these was moved when I was reattaching the tops. Formerly which marker did I move? I moved the low side marker. So the marker that Rusty is closer to now used to be placed higher and put in, it positioned rigs in such a way that honestly, I don't think anyone had ever made it. So that was clean. He didn't touch anything. Class 1ing this. All right. Maybe this is the approach. Oh, we're gonna fall in the hole. Yeah, we didn't just fall in the hole. That is stuck. He has no tire contact with the ground. So in your notes, refer to this one as the 7th gate. I don't know if it's gate 7, but it's the 7th gate that we're seeing. Can we stay up? You got to try not to fall in. So maybe this one is just as simple as of moving that upper gate. I think the lower gate might be okay where it is. We might have to move that upper gate, or alternately, the 7th gate is fine. I don't know, that's up to you. This is the 8th gate, and I'm pretty okay with the 8th gate. Whatever order it falls in, oh my God, the gnats, it's incredible. The closer I get to the pepper trees, the more incredible it gets. See right here, dig, again, would be pretty stellar. Okay, pumpkin, all right, a little side action there. All right, and usually what's gonna happen is that rear tire is gonna fall right. Okay, we're just sitting on it now. Yeah, all 4 tires. This is not Rusty's house. This is a house of pain. All right, this is like, okay, there's no way to clear the bumper over there. So maybe, just maybe, we might have to cliff hang this. Can I get the bumper over? All right. Now the trick is you got to stay up on this lip. No, we got the bumper into it anyway. Maybe. Come on. All right, that's as close as I've gotten. This is why I need the version 2 gates out here with the. If you haven't seen a video where I've talked about the version 2, I'm going to build a base similar to these cylindrical bases, but the base will be a little taller, and the base will have a cup on the top. I wish I was better at the embracing 3D printing, because I would basically just make an egg cup. And then on top of the egg cup is going to sit a wooden ball. And the wooden ball will have the number on it. That way we can just move the gates around. We can say, oh, today this is gate 3. Freedom. But I still want to have kind of a running order. So work on a running order. And if you knock the ball off, you fouled that gate. You can touch the gate all you want, provided you don't knock the ball off. And the ball won't just be sitting on a flat. There'll be a little cup to it. So you have to be pretty deliberate in hitting it to knock the ball off. But it was from watching Worlds, Track Field Worlds. I noted that, like, pretty much everything that you have to clear, he might have come really close to making that, honestly. Everything that you have to clear, high jump, pole vault, etc., it's a bar, and if you touch the bar, that's fine, but if you knock the bar off, it's a foul. So I thought, why don't we just do gates like that? So that was the 8th. The 8th is one that I'm really happy with. That gate is challenging enough, but also manageable. This is the 9th. This gate is mean for no reason. Now slider. I was out of it, but I got right back in it. So here, the 9th, not necessarily gate 9, but the 9th gate that we've seen. Boy, that kind of turned out exactly the same, didn't it? If there's any kind of consensus established as to, oh, that gate is just, like a gate should be doable, then it's not a problem. But I just saw that, once again, I have only approached, have I been doing this wrong? Have I been doing this wrong? Should we have been running counterclockwise from the beginning? Because this gate is close as to be impossible, at least on 393s, coming from below. But coming from above, I mean, I'm not saying I've made it yet, but yeah. Oh, it's a trap. Ooh, I like it more as a trap. So first and foremost, here in the closing, I have to ask, I guess this is the most important question of all. We've seen 9 gates. Do we set a running order? Like, as multiple people are going to have to do this, do we get out the pen, still here, right here in my pocket? Do we number the gates? Like, is the gate in front of Rusty, is that gate 1? Is that gate 9? Is the gate off to his left, your right? Is that gate 2? Is that gate 1? Do we set a running order, or do we adopt the idea of the ability to just, well, I mean, even if we're not on revision 2s, these aren't physically held in. I drilled a hole and I set the markers in them. I can move them to wherever. So we can reorder them wherever. Was there any gate of here that was what people would classify as too impossibly difficult or too ridiculously easy? Or is this more a matter of, this course is difficult, it's supposed to be difficult, we let the cream rise to the top? Because honestly, I'm okay with either. I think the gates that I'm really happy with, I think this is one of them. I think the first one we saw, the last one, I think most of them I'm pretty okay with, particularly the gates here on the south side, with the possible exception of this guy right down here at the bottom. Because, I mean, if you're allowed to approach from here, that's pretty easy. Drilling into rock is a lot more difficult. I have to drill into the, sounds gross, connective tissue. I have to drill into the mortar and concrete. It's a lot easier to drill into that. But as you can see, off to Rusty's right, there's nothing. Like, it's just open between here and the gate that is on the eastern face. So we can move this gate anywhere. We saw this one, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So do we move 4? Fourth, I should say. It's not necessarily gate 4. Do we move it to something a little more challenging? Alternately, it's just a matter of drilling holes. I could just drill a couple more holes. And then we could we could move any marker to any location. So throw me some suggestions for what the treatment should be for the 9, and I will take them all into consideration. I can't withstand the gnats any longer. This is the worst day of gnats that I have experienced thus far, period, ever. They're in every hole in my face. I am behind the camera like this with my hand, just constantly. I am constantly just waving in front of my face. Otherwise, they're in my eyeballs. This is so bad. Thank you so much for watching. I was having other than the gnats, what a great time we had. I do thank you in advance for your assistance. Please do leave them in the comments below. I invite you, why not, like and subscribe, should you feel so inclined. Channel memberships, etc., etc., etc. I will see you all again very soon. And in between now, which is now, and then, which is then, soon to be now, I invite you one and all, do your very best to have a good one, everybody. We'll see you then, again from the canyon. I can't really drive out of frame, so I'll just do this. Wait a little better in reverse, because then he looks like he's going forward. All right. See you next time, everybody.